I have written 2 articles recently as a way to introduce users to the benefits of custom firmware for routers and smartphones. I guess the audience would mostly be power users, technical users, but also normal users who have the desire to experiment with something new and challenging at first. The post will help such users get up and running quickly, saving time that would have been lost looking for these resources on forums and documentation pages. FOSS stands for Free and Open Source Software. It refers to software that is both freely available for use, modification, and distribution, and whose source code is openly accessible to the public, usually on a GitHub repository. LineageOS is an open source operating system for smartphones based on the Android platform. It offers a customizable and privacy-focused alternative to the stock Android provided by device manufacturers or the Google's default Android implementation. OpenWrt is an open-source Linux-based operating system designed for routers as a substitute of the manufacturer's own firmware for such routers. In a nutshell, the benefit of open-source firmware are more privacy. For smartphones, this refers as degoogling or ungoogling, less data collections by manufacturers, having total control of your hardware in terms of system customization, added functionality using different packages, modules, and tweaks, and extending the lifespan of older devices. In both posts, I have introduced common open source packages for OpenWrt and apps for LineageOS to enhance the functionalities of the router and smartphone. On the OpenWrt post, among other things, I mentioned SQM, OpenVPN, Tailscale, ad blocking, DNS over HTTPS, policy-based routing, and useful commands. On the LineageOS post, I mentioned Magisk, LSPost, different modules, as well as open source alternatives to Google Apps. I've also included the links to such apps and packages so users can have a look and decide if they want to try something that suits their usage scenario.